So today I have Clarise with me, who has done TRE Module 1 with us and even continue on to the program. And we wanted to talk, we invited you in to talk a little bit about Module 1, since we have an upcoming one that comes in now. And, I can talk about TRE all day and the nervous system and everything, but I talk about it from my perspective. And I kind of been doing this for a couple of years now. So we wanted to invite people in that they can share the experience from another point of view, because that might be resourceful for people to hear, or maybe you share something that helped you and people might be interested in that and like, wow, that's something that I might want to explore in life. And it's always nice to meet you, of course, and have a little bit of respect with you. So welcome. So what would you say your main experience was when you did the theory last year with us?
I think like recently I've discovered that yes, I've been on this long journey of TRE, and maybe I expected like this big thing to happen in the first module, but then I realized that it was actually the first module was opening the door to this journey of self-development and my healing journey. It just opened that door completely for me.
Mm,
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, and it's always different layers, right? Like, cause some people may choose to do the module 1 as a standalone, right? That I do it for my own benefit, and you were kind of like from the beginning, you're like, no, I'm gonna do the full program, and I'm really really devoted going into this. But so you kind of stayed with us for a while and did like weekly sessions of TRE. How would you say that this weekend differed from doing hourly sessions, like you did weekly hourly session with us? How was the difference when you kind of went into 2-day training from doing a class?
I think the training was like you get a lot more like specified knowledge and um, like teachings from you to learn more about the nervous system and obviously the whole module 1. Whereas in class, it's obviously on the farm, it's very practical. Also, very nice to get that experience, but you don't really get that. What do you call it? Like theory. So
Yeah,
that was really nice to get because it's nice doing TRE, especially at the farm, but it's also nice seeing the other side that goes with it, the theory, and seeing how that can really help you and what it actually does for you. Yeah, so that's nice.
yeah. So you kind of gain a depth of the knowledge and kind of really see the different layers. Whereas I guess
Yeah.
in the class, I spend 5-6 minutes and I share like a little bit of a topic, but I can't really go into it because we don't really have that time in the class.
Yeah, exactly. And it is nice to, yes, to experience doing TRE, but it's also nice just knowing exactly how it happens and what it does for you, and then experiencing the benefits over a long period of time as you do it regularly.
Yeah. And you did it online. How did that feel to do it online? Did you still feel, because I mean, you did the classes physically here, but you kind of
Mhm.
did the training online. How did you feel that kind of, was it able to get the same grounding, or it's a different energy online than in
Mm.
person? What would you say about that?
I personally think that the farm will always be my first choice. Think like it was also nice doing it at home because it's like in the comfort of your home and you don't really need to go anywhere or something like that. But I think like the biggest struggle for me and everyone in South Africa can agree is like the load shedding where there's like 4-hour power outage. So that's like quite tricky. But I mean, if you don't have that, then it's nice being in the comfort of your home and feeling like that safety space where you feel comfortable and yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And it will be different, like you said, it depends on where you're at in the world, and
Yeah.
power and availability, for sure, for sure. So what would you say, like, when it comes to this knowledge, this knowledge about everything around in theory, how has it benefited you any differently in your life? Like after you went into that, did it give you any knowledge or any tools or any way of looking at life differently? That's
Yeah, like 100%. I think like as soon as we get the theory, like on a weekend module, then it's like a lot of things to take in. But then as the weeks go on, it's like you remember bits and pieces of that, and also from the emails, like the summary that you sent, and then you get to like put that into your life. And it's also so fun for me to learn these new things and then explore and try it on in my life, and then also carry that on to my friends and family and teach them what I've learned and what I've experienced. And that's the fun part for me. Yeah.
Mm. So what kind of led you into TRE? What would you say? I mean, you don't have to go into the most personal details,
Yeah.
but what was kind of your inquiry as you, what was it that you wanted to get out of as you started to enter the training or the module one?
I think a big thing that I learned from what the benefits of TRE is to release trauma out of your body. And I have a lot of stiffness in the back of my body. And obviously trauma is like physical but also emotional. And I think when I heard that, I was like, this is something I definitely need. Because it's like I like the fact that it's scientific, it's based on science, and it does release the trauma that is stuck in your body for all these years. So that's really what convinced me to carry on. Yeah.
Mm. And as you said, as you continue on with your theory practice, what have you been noticing on a practical side? You mentioned you came in with all of these things. Have you noticed a difference working with it, body contact or pains or?
Yeah, I have. I think I can definitely. There's a lot of benefits that, like, I can continue talking forever. But there's like, let's say if we start with physical, there's if I had a long day or even a week, then I know doing TRE will just let my body relax, but also give me that half an hour to an hour of mental space where I can just relax, forget about the day, the week, and just focus on my body and just know that I'm giving myself this time to let go of all the tension and the stress. And that's really nice.
Mm. And you mentioned that it was kind of helpful for you with like family and friends. How have how have that been helpful? In what way have that been helpful for you?
Yeah, I think the main thing is that I became a lot more self-aware. So I'm much more aware of my own feelings and what I contribute in like a conversational or setting. Um, and that, like I said, it opened the door for healing. So there's a lot of stuff that came up um, so for example, I felt very uncomfortable when someone was like crying in my presence. But now, since I've become much more self-aware and I can like identify my emotions easier and ground myself, it's much more easier to hold a safe space for someone to feel that they can let their stuff out with me. So I don't feel uncomfortable at all anymore. So I can really just be there and be grounded and just create that space for them, and that feels really good.
Yeah, that's really amazing. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So who would you say could benefit from doing a module one, right? Because I mean, you decided to do the full program, but a lot of people probably going to want to do the module one, the 2 day uh, training, which you don't have to continue. You can do it for your own sake. It's for your own personal benefit to get to know the tool. Who would you say like could benefit from that, from what you've seen so far in the?
Yeah, I think like anyone who wants to just reconnect with themselves, um, to build up your like self-worth, your confidence, to just connect with your body. Anyone who, like, I feel a big thing for me was like life is just going by so fast and nothing's really happening. It's just like the same thing over and over, and it still feels like I'm in school, and it's been 4 years now. So it's like that really slows you down and connects you to yourself and to the nervous system, and just you just get to be really present, and that's something that I really took away from that. It just brings you down to be here now.
Yeah, I really like that analogy. I use it sometimes in teachings and in trainings too. I said it's like you're driving a car, you learn how to slow down, like to regulate the speed of how you perceive stress and everything
Yeah.
going on around you for sure. And I mean, that's definitely a good skill to have, to be able to self-regulate like that. Uh, yeah, and also like, how did it feel to do this with others, right? Because a lot of times when we do group work, so you go to a yoga class or so on, you know, you're with people, but you kind of, I go and do my
Mm.
thing. And this, we have a lot of interactions and you get to talk to people. How did you feel about that, the encounter with other people as you were doing a training?
I really liked it, especially because everyone's like in the same space. So we all want to heal. We all want to like just be better and stuff like that. So it's nice to not only do TRE with these people, but also just know that you have a community of people that is in the same mindset as you and just support you and motivate you through this journey. And yeah, that was really nice. I don't think I would be able to do this without them.
Mm. Yeah, definitely. And you know, it's like you say, that's what I heard a lot of times with people, that depending where you live in the world, you might be the only one in your area that's interested in these things, right? And then you come to a space, a group where people want the same thing, and you spend a couple of hours, 2 days together, and it really kind of ignites something, and it kind of gives you this boost that helps
Mhm.
you continue your practice. Okay, lovely, lovely. Anything else you want to add with the theory in general that you had? Any cool experiences or anything that you feel?
Um, I can't think of like a specific experience on the spot. Um, but yeah, I just think like I've learned so much, and like I said, it did open a door. So it wasn't like a once-off thing, but just continuing to do TRE on a regular basis. That's what made the difference for me. So just doing it like 2 or 3 times a week and just journaling with that and connecting with people in the same space, and that just really transformed everything for me. And especially the books as well. The books help a lot.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, yeah. The book assignments we have in the full program for sure. Yeah, it's, you get a practical experience and then the theory to kind of connect with it. Yeah,
Mm. Yeah.
beautiful. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining in and sharing a little bit about your experience with this. And really, really fun to have you here. And we have an upcoming module 1, May 13 and 14 online. And you can DM us for any more information if you want to know more about this. And we'll be more than happy to have a chat or share some more information to see if it's a good fit for you. And yeah, thank you very much for joining in, Chris. I really
Okay.
appreciate it. And we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.